Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Living Memory.
Last week we met the original Otis and took part in a play in Yesterland, all while Sphene has been progressing towards her goal of interdimensional fusion.
Wait, is that what we were doing? I admit, I've totally forgotten and lost track of what our actual objective was. How can she be so carefree about everything? That's a fiery place indeed. I wonder what it's themed on. Fire and volcanoes. That volcano really isn't real, right? All that smoke pouring out of there is just part of the glamour? I must say, it saddens me to see the scenery change in our wake. Yeah. It's only an illusion. It's only an illusion. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. Not in your life. It isn't real, is it? Oh, definitely not. But don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No need. I believe you. There's the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Erinville. I'll explore alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth. Arendelle. He's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's leave him be for now. Come on, let's get moving ourselves. I remember in Wizard of Oz, they had the yellow brick road and then they had a red brick road. Now we find out where the red brick road goes. Red brick road. Right, would seem to be the most direct path to the terminal. But I must say, I'm curious about the building on the left. The mechanical soldiers are as common here as they are in Solution 9. I wonder how long ago they were created. Last week. Looks like we have two paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kachiwa heading to the left, though. While that would seem to be a detour, I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic route. Let's follow after Kachiwa and see what the building's about. A lot of fire stuff going on around here. A round building with seating for spectators. Might this be a fighting arena? Erinville is elsewhere, of course. Well now, look who came up this way too. Great minds, as they say. This appears to be a fighting arena. Is it also a recreation of an actual place? In all likelihood, while I don't know the details, I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on. But you ought to head inside for luck.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Not exactly packed stands.
Is something wrong?
Kinda.
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Cryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. There is no mistaking the earring. Oh. how you've grown, my darling daughter.
Wow, that's gonna make this area a little harder to clear.
It has been 20 years.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
To think that Cryo would actually meet her parents. Yeah, that was kind of awkward. Miracles really do happen. I'm happy for Cryo. Yeah. No, not really the takeaway. Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself feared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. Just remind yourself that they're not actually them. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. After everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another, and now you can say them, while we go unplug the mainframe. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Yeah, does anyone else remember that there's a psychotic queen getting ready to, kill everything? Or did everybody forget that? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. Everyone say it along with me. I wanna build it in Minecraft. You could carve this tension with a knife. I've got my chakram things. Let's keep an eye on things for now. Really? I thought we'd walk off and get ice cream. That we should meet our daughter again, here of all places. You're all our daughter's friends, yes? Thank you for bringing her to us. Sure. Is she giving them the riot act? It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Murder hobos. Oh dear, I completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Wikoma, Valve Resolve of Tural. Beside her is Gride Tia, my colleague in the students of Baldessian. And those are the Romeros, and I will totally do a separate cut with both of us there. Their adventures, though it hardly does them justice. She is the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. They are. I'll have to revoice that, I think. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Yes we do. Our, heartfelt gratitude to you all. Sure. I mean, finding you guys was an accident. We were trying to kill your queen. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? If only we had some Jibruk bill to ease the way, am I right? I have some in my inventory. Wait, that's not a bad idea. You're joking, right? Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you all something to eat if you like. Thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Understood. We'll fetch you all treats that'll help cool you off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Think nothing of it. It is what friends are for. Thank you, we shall look forward to the cooler treats. Thank you, Mai. We look forward to seeing what you bring. You won't. I feel like a bundle of nerves. You're very considerate. No, I'm not. As we've learned, good food brings people together, even sworn foes. Yeah, is no one gonna... Yeah, anyway, we'll deal with that in a minute. That was well conceived, Wakama. Just putting what I learned in Yaktel to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, it is the food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously, I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless. I'm going along with the idea. Carl likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it'll help thaw it. So, shall we split up and look for what Layla requested? Something cool, ironically? This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. We just established that none of them have any value. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask some people near the Aetherite, Gra and I will go do the same elsewhere. After a long hot soak like that, I'm going to need a Gold Star ice cream. What, you don't know a Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here on the place. While it's a little tricky to tuck into, you can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, so you have no excuses, except that I can't taste it. A treat that will leave an impression? That's a difficult one. This place is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly hearty and filling kind. Right, there's popular stalls to the southwest that might just have what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look? What snack to have today? You want a recommendation for something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, a tea might be better, or even a lemonade. But you can't get past a beer. Yeah, let's make it a white beer today. That's a good-looking volcano, too. Your ice cream is bad, you should feel bad. Hello, would you care for our famous Gold Star ice cream? Only if the receipt continues the story. Ah, so you're here too. Everyone spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful balls stacked up on top of each other, that'd be the ice cream, I take it. I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Graha to help carry one. There are 3 people standing right here. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. Hello there, would you care for our famous Gold Star ice cream? Yeah, make it snappy. We'll try and kill your queen. Alright, 3 servants coming right up. Here you are. You'll want to be quick so it doesn't melt. But also be careful so it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, Romero's.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
Nice save.
This is just excruciating.
Preaching to the choir, sister.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
Yeah, we can go delete the mainframe.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Raha?
Okay.
What is he doing?
That was my thought. Your parents seem unimpressed.
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
Should be all over your face right now, though.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
It doesn't taste like
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
So you guys are aliens
The key
here,
is
too?
none other than that relic. And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift. The echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors.
Sure, well, take a thumb drive and just download
Of
everything.
them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
You all have good hearts. Our daughter is fortunate to have friends like you. You've gone through so much trouble for us. Yeah, we know. We came here to delete you. Though I had no taste, the ice cream was a treat for the eyes. I'm glad it served to ease the tension. That went really well, and your sense of balance is something else. Sure. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that, and so much else, I thank you. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about Malawa's ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely, information on preservation. Preservation, scientists who are researching interdimensional fusion. And prior to that, created the Endless, As living memories likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course, seeing as the key once belonged to the Malala, it couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. These panels contain information about the Malala. It's very much like a museum. Panel bears information on the history of the Malala. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon the Isles of Eternal Summer. Winter never visited the bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such an idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the seas suddenly froze over, and from the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end. And one by one, the Malala fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious water. The Malala are the keepers of the mighty relic passed down through the ages, while it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled unto a new land. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to hedge our king's circuits upon the ore which later came to be known as electrope. Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them had attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again was the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten. Some now question whether it ever actually existed. Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. What's going on? The ancient home of the Malala people is created here in exacting detail thanks to the marvel of electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. But I have neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the Steps of the Speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide. I'll consider it. Alright then, as we wander around, if there is something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask you. Incorrect. Visit to our facility take the form of a quiz tour, so the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. Thank you, Lamont. Took the words right out of my mouth. I'm sure it will both be enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. Very good, madam. I registered the four of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. Ooh, it's so colorful. How come I can't get this in my house? Squeenix, this needs to be a housing item. The wall is illuminated. It's so beautiful. That's what I just said. Judging by the elaborate decoration, this was a place of import for Malala. Right. Is that pattern of Malala motif? If it is, I can't really identify anything but a purple sun. A purple sun would be a great improvement. If I may have your attention. You stand within a shrine of the Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. But if they were nomads, then why were they so fixated on an ancestral home? They were nomads. A sacred relic, that must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion? If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it would be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Don't you dare! There were 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe the statement is true, then you must light the brazier by operating the panel. Simple yes? Without further ado, please nominate our representative to begin. And everyone looks at me. Yeah. Because no one was paying attention. Oh god, it's like college all over again. If there are no objections, let us have Mailia do the honors. Go on, take a look at the panels, my friend. Well, it's a good thing, Anya pays more attention than I do. She'll know the right answer. For a mechanical soldier to serve as a guide, it seems safe to assume that preservation was aware of the information presented here and had no objections to its dissemination. Sure. I dare say the panels in the previous chamber may also hold clues. Yes, we listened to those. Long ago, our people dwelled on isles of eternal summer, where the flowers ever bloomed, yet eternity did not last, for a calamity turned their bounteous waters to barren ice. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our people fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain the power. I don't think so. Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we Malala not only transformed Electrope into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite being outsiders, we were favored by the rulers of many a nation. When lightning threatened the world, we Malala turned to our relic once more. Invoking its power, we opened the portal and returned to our ancient homeland. No. Remember, you must light the braziers whose statements you believe are to be true. Yeah. Get on with it. Very well, let the judging begin. You have answered correctly, and on your very first attempt besides. Amazing. My wife is a nerd. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the 5th umbral calamity comes to mind, that which ushered in the age of endless frost. And legends hold that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of The art of Arcanema, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malalas, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits. Can we not? How many of these quizzes are there exactly? Those are pineapples. Pineapples are not spicy. What could these masks represent, I wonder? I've got a theory. What's with all these massive faces? Okay, so it's not just me. I thought it was just me. There appear to be a few expressions for these masks. Expressions? Oh, okay, I see what's going on with the eyebrows. We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it is known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. That's rather curious, isn't it though? Some have suggested that this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't actually exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represent emotions of men. And that brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple: how many types of masks are there? Okay, yeah, no, there's gotta be a catch. Because I only see 2 different kinds of masks. These 2 are identical. That one's got triangles in the eyes, the mouth is the same, it's got the same little loops on it. Then the one that I'm calling Sour Face has the same little loops on it. Holy hells. Okay, so we got the angry ones, we got the masks with the swirly eyes, we got more masks with swirly eyes. Okay, so we're gonna call that angry face in the middle. And then you got 2 different ones up there. Where's sour face? There's sour face. Okay, so your answer is 4. How about everyone else? Oh, now they get a shot. Well, they didn't have any build up to the other one, so obviously we got it right this time. Yay!
Finished at last. Gods, I am exhausted.
Right?
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
It's always aliens.
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal, yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Why does everybody know what we're doing when we get there?
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will.
But can we get a selfie
May I
first?
ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it.
Hey, you got more out of the ice cream than we did.
The best for you. Yet, we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Could she not have left a name tag on her? Because this is gonna be
Maya.
confusing.
My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
If I may confide in you, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tural. I was afraid that I might discover perhaps I'd learned nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I looked up. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Romeros, for trusting me with your life and walking me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. You know, Kechiwa, I almost forgot that you were here. Lovely people, Robaran and Layla. Worry not, I shall be fine. I'm gonna worry. Arendelle isn't here yet. The others have told me all. I'm glad Kryl could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time, are you ready to shut down the terminal?
You know how to do it.
I do.
Arendelle still has nothing to say. Just one zone remaining. Yes, I said that. Now that Arendelle has joined us, let's head to the last zone. Their memories may be gone, but their love will be with me always. I kinda late in the game for that, but okay. You alright, Kryl? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now, you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. But at least it's not boats. Excellent. This time, I'd like to quickly check on the Mesa terminal, so I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. You know, I gotta say, Kryl's story kind of feels shoehorned in as an afterthought.
Right? It just seems really late in the story to be fleshing her out and then just immediately erasing her parents. I feel like it needed more time to steep, and because it was rushed, it loses a lot of its impact.
Oh well, what do you do? If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Please remember to spay and neuter your pets and family members. Das vidanya.